In this video, you are going to learn how to create linear forecast. There are two ways of linear forecast in Microsoft Excel. So we are going to learn two ways linear forecast using Microsoft Excel. So for that, step number one, we have to plot the data. So step one, plot data. For plotting the data, what we're going to do is we're going to type years over here. So I'm starting with 2013, 2014. And what I'll do is I'll drag this thing till 2019. So here we are going to type sales. So we have sales of 24 million, 26 million, then 30 million, there is 35 million. There is a dip like drop in sales, for example, 33 million, then we have 40 million, and then 47 million. So I wanted to create a chart out of that. So we have plotted the data, now we are creating chart. So for creating chart, we have a shortcut key with the name of Alt F1, and I'm going to use that shortcut key. I have selected the data, pressed Alt F1. As soon as I press Alt F1, you can see that we have a chart available over here. So I'm going to use the first method for linear forecasting using chart. So for that, what I need to do is the third option is to add trend line. So for adding trend line, what I can do is I just right click on the data series. There is an option with the name of add trend line. As soon as I click on add trend line, you can see that it's asking for what kind of trend line I wanted to add. Because we are discussing linear forecasting, so I'm going to use linear. And because I wanted to project this thing 5 years down the road. So what I can do is I can provide that I wanted to forecast 5 years, 5 periods more. So as soon as I click on five over here, press five over here, and press tab, you can see that it is projecting the forecast for 5 years. So this is the first method. So I have added for linear forecast and I have provided forward 5 years. So similarly, I wanted to do this thing with a formula or function. What I can do is steps are more or less similar. So what I'm going to do is I'm using the same data for my data set. And this data, what I wanted to do is I wanted to create 2020 and have to go for 5 more years. So I have dragged till 2024. And I wanted to forecast. This is the actual sale and this is forecasted sale. For forecast, there is a function, very simple function with the name of equals to forecast, and we have an option with the name of linear. I can use either forecast dot linear, or if I only use forecast, that will also work like that. So I can also use forecast brackets open. So now it is asking for X, and this is my X for this data series. It's asking for known Ys. These all are known Ys, and I wanted to absolute or like absolute this range. I just like F4. So you can see that dollar signs are here. I have selected, it's asking for known Ys. I have selected the axis, known axis. I have selected the axis and F4. You can see as soon as I press F4, it provides dollar signs over here. And I've closed this thing. And so I wanted to copy paste downwards. So we have a shortcut key with the name of Control D. You can see that this specific range is forecasted. I've selected the range and pressed Alt F1. So as soon as I press Alt F1, you can see there is a chart with you. So the left side you can see there are actual sales, and right side you have forecasted sales. I can just right click over here and add data labels. Right click over here, add data labels. So this is how you can do linear forecasting. And for linear forecasting, we have learned two different methods. First is your through charted line, and another one is your through your formula. So for creating formula, I'm writing the steps and data, create column forecast. And for forecast, you will use the function forecast, and we will provide x, node y, node x. Once we provide this thing and we have to absolute both node y and node x, then we have pressed alt, selected the range, select range, and alt F1. So as soon as you process all these five steps, you can have the linear forecasting with you. Thank you so much for joining in, and goodbye.